I'm not going to delete it this time. I don't think I'm going to delete it this time. So if you have no clue what I'm talking about, good for you. Good for you, because you are one of the fortunate ones who did not see my last video before I deleted it. Why did I delete it? I deleted it because I jumped the gun. I was so excited and I thought I knew what I was going to be doing. I thought I knew what I was going to be able to kind of almost kind of push myself into, in this mode of no, I'm just gonna pin it down and I'm gonna move forward with it. And my brain was like, you funny. You are so funny.
Girl, you are hilarious.
I'm not going to be writing what I said I was going to be writing in that video. I pretty quickly realized, just when I tried to really put my brain into it, that the story was not going to work. It just was not going to curl over for me. And I actually need to do a video about that. That's something that several of you have actually asked me about, how to know when a story, you know, when it's, how to know when it's more than just not being able to figure out what's next, when it's really just that it's not time for this story to be told. I'm still pinning it out myself, which is why I have not made that video, but when I figure it out, I will be certain to let you know. In any case, that story was just going to have a lot of elements that I just really did not care to explore right now. And then I started writing something different, and I very quickly discovered that that's not the vibe that I wanted either. Like, nothing against either story. It's just not really the vibe that I wanted. What is potentially hilarious though is that what I believe at this point I'm going to be writing is not the vibe that I thought I wanted either. The difference is, it is the vibe that has been heavily on my mind. I am not going to give any details about it at this point because I don't almost don't want to jinx anything, but I'm confident about it. I'm confident about it. I went to sleep with it on my mind, woke up with it on my mind. I have names for my characters. I'm able to visualize them in my head. I've run through several scenes in my head, which was not the case for, which was not the case for some other things. So I'm honestly feeling really, really good about the potential for this project. I've already set some things in motion for this project. When I was going to write the other project, I had spent some time in my planner writing out some things that I wanted to do. I'm not gonna get close up on any of those because it's still a secret right now. But yeah, I'm really excited about the potential of this project. And the thing with it is, it would technically be book 2 in a series, but it's not going to be about the character that people want the book 2 in this to be about. And I have to remind myself that doesn't, I don't want to say that it doesn't matter, but it's not something that I can let dictate what I do in my art. I have to stop thinking up reasons that something can't work, including, well, this series is already going on and I want to introduce new characters into the fold, or I want to write about this obscure character, this tertiary character that barely got any screen time, but I have something in mind that could work for them, and then talking myself out of it because, well, they weren't really a main, and if I go back to that series, it should be this person or that person, so on and so forth. So that is where I am with that. So I know I didn't really give any details in the other video either. But again, I'm not going to give any details quite yet because I want to kind of settle into it a bit first. I want to spend some time settling into it. It may or may not be a novella. A novella is what I want it to do, but I have to just let it, I have to let it flow like it's going to flow. It is going to be exclusive to my site. That's not in question, or at least exclusive to my site for a much longer period. And I'm going to take you guys along for the ride with me. I am going to take you guys along for the ride with me while I write this book as well, so that we can go through the process, and hopefully by going through the process, I'm able to better pin down my own process. Like, as I'm going through it, I think that with offensive formations, it was kind of more about, okay, it's go time. I've got to get this done. With this one, I can take my time a little bit more in terms of like the publishing process. Like the book takes the time that it takes, and I can't really rush that. That just takes the time that it takes. But in terms of the publishing process, I really want to start pinning down like a really tight process, because it's something that people ask me about often, and it's something that I would like to be able to offer to other people, and I don't feel comfortable doing that I have until I have a process that is tight and really, really polished and all of that. That's something that's important to me. And so, I guess I'm using myself as the guinea pig. To that end, there will not be a request line this week. Last week's request line might be the last request line for a little bit. I'm not saying that I'm not going to revisit it, because I really do still love the idea and all of that. And I have a lot of other characters that I want to explore with it, but my brain is just not there. And that is another thing that I am really wanting to make a choice to honor, to honor what, to honor the content that I want to be doing in any given moment. And at this moment, it's really time for me it's time for me to write another book. And that's just where I am. I do have something to offer though. I'm not coming, I guess, completely empty handed. I am going to be releasing the Relationship Goals audiobook today, which is very exciting for me, because Relationship Goals, funny enough, Relationship Goals is the very first project that I did not put in the Kindle Unlimited program. Like, after the Kindle Unlimited program was introduced, Relationship Goals was the first project that I was like, I want to see what I can do on my own. And I was terrified, and it did not do what I thought it was going to do or what I wanted it to do. And so I rushed to put it back because I was so scared. But that's not the case anymore. Relationship Goals is not available in KU right now. It is available on my website. If you've not read that book, it's available on my website for you to purchase directly from me, as is the audiobook. And I also have some limited edition paperbacks, some really cool looking paperbacks. I'm actually going to grab some footage since I'm talking about it. I'm going to grab some footage to show you guys the updated cover and just these cool elements that are included throughout the book that I'm really, really excited about. And so yeah, that's going to be available today. By the time you watch this video, it should already be available. The paperbacks, I'm going to wait until I get those. I ordered a box of them, and I'm going to wait until I get those to offer any signed copies, and I'll have them on hand at House Party as well. If you're going to be at House Party at the end of this month, it is already July, so at the end of this month. But yeah, all of that to say, I'm trying to unload my plate. I have a terrible habit, as you guys have seen. If you have if you've watched more than a few videos on this channel, you guys have definitely seen how I have a habit of overloading my plate, and I'm trying to not make that my standard. And so to that end, I'm going to be pulling back from a lot and focusing on writing this book and really nailing down and polishing my publishing process. Hopefully you guys are able to enjoy coming along on a different ride with me. That will most likely be the only other YouTube content that will be on the channel for the duration of me writing this book. Everything on this channel, unless, I might go to Target or something. Well, I know I'm going to Target. Let me rephrase that. I'm definitely going to Target. I might film a Target haul or something like that if I find a bunch of good stuff in one day, or anything like that. But yeah, it's going to be focused on making this book happen. And so if you're interested in that, definitely come along with me. And if not, I will see you on the other side. But for now, I'll holla. Bye.